Hello, lovelies. Today we are reading Strangely, He Didn't Think He Was Drowning Anymore by Moonflower Lover. It is reading mature, and an archive warning is major character death, and it's like around 740 words. So one chapter. Summary. Regulus Black spent his life trying. Trying rarely ever is enough, though, is it? Regulus Black dies trying. Notes. Hello, loves. This is a very short fic about Regulus that consists solely of his issues and is basically just him about to kill himself. It's not how he does it in canon. Trigger warnings. Mace bullying, darling. Suicide, self-harm, body image issues, eating disorder, parent neglect, abuse. Weak. Regulus hears his mother's voice in his head. Coward. It was cowardly, though, wasn't it? Killing yourself? He was also most likely making a scene. He shouldn't do it. He knew that. But he really fucking wanted to. He sat outside, not at the bottom of the lake, yet already drowning. You're dead to me, Sears had said. Oh. How surprised his brother will be once he's dead to everyone. Regulus wonders if he would mourn. Regulus isn't cowardly. He's not going to kill himself. He isn't going to. But not because it would be cowardly. Rather because his friend needs him. He can't leave her alone. That would be selfish. Selfish, Regulus thinks. Maybe he is selfish because no matter how much he knows Pandora will miss him, he still wants to do it. Selfish. He had always been selfish, hadn't he? Maybe he was born selfish. Selfish and rotten. Rotten and bad. Rotten to the core. Better off dead. Maybe he never deserved to live in the first place. Maybe he deserved to suffer in the life he'd gotten for a few years more. Regulus didn't want that. He wanted the pain to end, which is why he was sitting here on a cold day in front of the lake, freezing. No other students were around, drowning. Regulus was drowning again, and he hadn't even gotten water into his lungs yet. Maybe he wasn't drowning, but bleeding out. His blood one was with the lake, with the water of the Black Lake. He'd like that, he thinks, but he hasn't liked a lot today, lately. He was drowning, though, not bleeding out, not alive, drowning. His reflection was still throwing back at him by the surface of the lake, and he was already drowning. His reflection stares back at him, and he sucks in his stomach. It's just his reflection, but it's still a person. He will always find him pretty when he does it. Regulus doesn't find himself pretty. He had eaten too much last week, because that was the reason he wasn't pretty. Maybe it wasn't drowning. Pandora was going to be fucking heartbroken when she found out. Regulus thinks she might secretly be relieved. Mother will be mad at him. Father won't care. Sissy will be sad. Maybe. Regulus would be sad if she died. Regulus doesn't care to think about the hurt he might cause. Regulus knows it's selfish. People say being selfish is good sometimes. Maybe this is one of those times. He is 16. Isn't 16 the age to be selfish? A selfish teen is all he is, forgetting his role as heir to his family, forgetting his responsibilities. He is 16 and he is ready to be selfish. He thinks it will feel good, like a blade, like a scar that he put on himself, not his mother, like a present, but mostly like sharp glass. People say walking on shards of glass is a bad thing. Yet Regulus fails to see the bad. Sure, it hurts, but so does everything else. He is 16, he is 14, he is 11, he is 8. The only thing that stays the same is his wish to die. People joke around about it. Do you have a death wish or what? Ha ha ha, nobody actually cares if you do. Regulus is 16 again. It's the 3rd of November. I hope you die, Sirius had said. Happy fucking birthday, Regulus thinks as he stands and walks forward towards the lake. Tentatively at first. He takes a step into the water. It's ice cold. Regulus doesn't know if the cold or the endless depths of the water will kill him first. He hopes it's the water. It was always supposed to be the water. And Regulus doesn't like when plans change. He's supposed to be too young to die. Regulus steps farther into the water, and he feels it killing him. Strangely, he doesn't think he's drowning anymore. He's happy. He's dying, and he can't swim, and he can't breathe, and it's the best moments of his life. He can't feel his body from how cold it is. And it's the first time his body hasn't been too much. He feels the water surrounding him, like hands trying to pull him under. And he closes his eyes and smiles. It's the first time he's smiled in years. Funny how life works, isn't it? Chapter notes. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. His thoughts are a bit of self-insert, not gonna lie. I was feeling angsty if you couldn't tell, so here you go. Ask your friends how they're doing. You might save a life. I should probably go to bed. It's 1:30. Give yours to the authors. That was crazy good. Also, I can only do it for itself. It's like 4 a.m. Yep. You and me both have like shitty sleep. Well. Anyways, I hope you guys love the fic. It was amazing. Like top tier greatness. And just remember to take care of yourselves, drinking those 3 meals a day and 64 ounces of water. And no, a protein bar does not count as a meal. That is a snack. Okay? Thank you. Give out their kudos. They really deserve it. This is really good. And if you'd like to, leave a like, subscribe, and comment on what I should read next. I love you all. Bye-bye.